for those of you who've been sleeping under a rock, if you've been sleeping on indie games in general, if you just don't know, Hollow Knight is a 2D Metroidvania. And if you're not familiar with that term, that means it's all about exploration, gaining new abilities, and using those abilities to unlock previously inaccessible areas. Now, Hollow Knight kind of adds a little bit of a Souls-like layer to that. And what I mean is like when you die, basically you drop your monies. And then you have to go back to the around the place you died, fight the shade of yourself in order to get your money back. And it's also kind of Souls like in the sense that combat is punishing but fair. If you kind of like Metroidvania games and you kind of like Souls games, like the Souls games from FromSoft, such as like the Dark Souls series and Elden Ring, you're in the right spot. Anyways, with all that said, the first hour, I was mostly swinging my little nail. Yes, the nail, which is basically a sword in the game, and trying not to die from these bug like creatures that were honestly looked like they were kind of pulled out of a Tim Burton sketchbook. Some fly, some crawl, some explode because, why not? It's some creepy shit in a creepy shit ass world, and everything needs to kill you. Ugh. So that was like the first intro part of the game. But then the game starts to open up. And from there you start finding new abilities, new charms, you get some spells. One of the first ones you get is this cool looking almost key blast if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, or if you're a Yu Yu Hakusho fan, it looks like the spirit gun. And you know, after you start getting all those kind of things, you kind of get in your mojo, you kind of get in your bag a little bit. Suddenly, you're not just poking enemies and in them with that little stab and run back, stab and run back. Nah, you're kind of dashing, you're casting, you're chaining together moves. The combat goes from simple to this really satisfying and addicting rhythm where it feels like every hit that you accomplish feels earned. It feels like the artist just sat down and poured their souls into the background. I think like this is a game that is eye candy, especially on a portable device. Do yourselves a favor, check it out. Just check out a clip on YouTube or even just a trailer. Silk Song Leak's even better, which is surprising considering this game is absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, Hollow Knight looks gorgeous. But another thing I want to talk about that I was absolutely sleeping on that I got to experience this time around in my third attempt